Hello, this is Raul. I'm out here in Pasadena. It's Saturday, the 14th of January, and I thought I'd film this car here. This is a Charger, a Dodge Charger. I believe it's a 69. This is the kind of car that the model that Juan Gonzalez owned. It says here Charger 500. See right there. And it says Dodge. It says Dodge Division right there, right? Well, the reason I'm filming this is I'll show you the exterior here. It's a nice looking car. It still looks nice, man. Juan owned one of these cars. And Julio used to drive it. When Juan, he got, Juan got caught. He was smuggling illegals in, back in, 70, 71, around in there. In the 70, I think it was 72. He got busted in Mexico. He had to do time in prison over there. Juan Gonzalez, I don't know if you know about that. But so Julio had the car, man. So he would drive everywhere. See, listen, nice, man. Look at that front end. See right there? And this says Charger 500 here on the side. And what's interesting, it's kind of ironic, is that Julio used to like to terrorize people in this car, in these types of cars. The capability is like 160 miles an hour or something like that. I mean, very fast. And like he terrorized me and Annabelle one time when we ditched from high school in 74, 73, 74. 74 around there. And we went over to Polytechnic High School. And we went over there, ditching and just riding around. And then he was on the 170 freeway. We were going to exit at Roscoe. And man, Annabelle was just pounding on Julio and telling him, slow down. And Julio was just laughing, And then when I heard a story where Julio, Juan, that gentleman that married Tere, her first husband named Juan, I don't know his last name, but the father of Johnny and those guys, her boys, right? And her family, and she got remarried and had a couple other kids, I believe. Well, one day, Julio went with this guy. That was his brother-in-law, I believe, right? And he took him, not the husband, not Juan, but his brother. Okay, he was this kind of chubby guy, right? He was kind of a affable, kind of funny guy. So Julio took him. They went down to Indio. So they're driving down Indio, and that's a two-laner, or something. It's desert, man. There's nobody out there. And Julio terrorized the hell out of this guy. I heard he floored it down to probably the maximum, like 160 miles an hour. And this guy was going to die and have a heart attack. He was scared as hell, man. When he got back, he was telling the family, how Julio had terrorized them. And isn't it ironic that Julio got killed by a guy that was racing with another guy and knocked Julio off the freeway? That is, boy, I think about that one every now and then when I see a speeder go by or something. I said, geez, Julio used to like to actually have fun, scaring people, and then he ends up getting killed by one of these guys, racing. And that guy had a Barracuda. I don't know who makes that car. Was that Ford or I don't know. Barracudas go they're as fast as a Charger, man. But I thought I'd film that for you because I said, wow, man, I just thought about Julio Gonzalez when I saw that car. But then, Juan's locked up in prison down in Mexico. He doesn't know what Julio. I remember one time we were at Whitefront. Remember Whitefront? It's Target now. And Julio was trying to get into a parking space, and he hit this car. He put a dent in it, and he took off, and he was really worried that, that he was going to get caught, but we got away, because he thought he was going to get busted. He was concerned about his dad, finding out. Because I think he hit the car, but I think there might have been a little dent on the Charger. I think that's what it was. And he was concerned about his dad finding out, but I think he got it repaired, if I remember correctly. But those are fun times, man, back then in the early 70s, it's late 60s. They got here in May 1970. No, I'm sorry. Gonzalez family got here in, May 67, and it was a lot of fun up to 74. Then he moved out, we moved because he lived with us for a couple of years, Julio. From 72 to 74, we go to school with us, and he stayed with us there in that room, All four of us were in there, me, Tony, Raymond, and Julio, Well, you take care, man. I just thought I'd film you that car, and I'll send it over to you. Bye.